Hello there everyone, welcome back to Geekin Out. I'm yours truly, the Name Meister, here for another movie review. And today we'll be reviewing the brand new Kong movie from the producers of Godzilla, Kong Skull Island. Oh yes. Now the film starts off strong with an all-star cast. Samuel Jackson, Tom Hiddleston, John Goodman. Yo, what a freaking cast they brought in for this film. And it's directed by upcoming director Jordan Roberts, who is rumored to be the director of Metal Gear Solid. That'd be very interesting indeed to see how that thing turns out. But anyway, we're talking about Kong Skull Island. So pretty much John Goodman and his team of scientists set up a expedition, Skull Island. A island that's been lost in mystery and legends to find Godzilla.
1954 nuclear tests weren't tests. They were trying to kill something.
So John Goodman, the leader of Monarch, trying to find Godzilla, the monster that destroyed his ship during the 1950s years ago.
You came here looking for a tracker. Who or what am I tracking?
But instead of fighting a dragon, they come face to face. King Kong, yes. So pretty much that's the beginning of the film, so let's get right to the pros and cons of Skull Island. And be warned, spoiler alert. And it starts off with the story. The story, unfortunately for Skull Island, is just all over the place. For example, after the deadly encounter with Kong, the story splits up into three directions. One is Samuel Jackson trying to find his team and weapons to fight off against Kong. Two is actually Kong himself trying to tell that monster story, that there's more to Kong than being a big giant monster. And then we have Loki's scene. It was like two different stories trying to be told here, but that would make the film suffer though. And with that failure, we lost interest in certain characters, like Tom's character, James Conrad, who was supposed to be the tracker, the adventurer, pretty much the Indiana Jones of this group here. You can tell the story was trying to push him to be the hero of the story, but then he was overshadowed by Samuel Jackson and John Goodman, not because of performance-wise, but the story was focusing too much on Samuel Jackson and John Goodman's antics. I was like, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy Samuel Jackson's performance, but my problem was that the story, the director, the writers, somebody thought it was a great idea to make Samuel frickin' Jackson a plot device for the film.
You serious?
There were moments in the film that really pissed me off about Samuel Jackson's character, because he was going mad, and no one was doing nothing about it. I don't care about rank. If somebody like John C. Reilly, who's been in the island since World War II, and now it's Vietnam, why would you not listen to him? Loki was telling Nick Fury that Castaway over here was freaking telling you how to survive the island. And the only reason why Samuel Jackson stayed alive as long as he did is because he was the reason why the big mother jumper pops up at the end to fight off against Kong, the big boss. There was a lot of failed opportunities. For example, the village. Why couldn't they hold out at the village? The same village that John C. Reilly, the castaway, was stuck for a while with the natives of the island, the ones that Kong protected against the monsters, the skull crawlers. So why couldn't they hold out there against waves after waves of monsters? Okay, straight out of Seven Samurai. That would have been freaking epic. So they already had the big walls and big spears pointing out, and it looked like the villagers were fighting against these monsters already. But the big skull crawler was a disappointment. I was hoping he would get at least some wings or something. It's like someone took a small skull crawler and just photoshopped them to be a bigger.
That's the big one.
The pros, yes, Kong and the monsters of Skull Island. And Kong was very cool. I love the fact how they humanized the monster a bit. Like he knew what the humans he was protecting were going through. They pretty much showed Kong as the hero of Skull Island. Then when the big boy showed up, oh my god, that end scene, the final fight between Kong and the big skull crawler, that was freaking epic. And I just loved how he freaking destroyed the skull crawler by ripping his entrails from his body. I didn't expect that. I thought that was freaking cool. I was like, yes, finish him. Mortal Kombat. Oh my god, yes. And the two characters that I really enjoyed in this film, that really saved the film for me, were Brie Larson and John C. Reilly's characters. I did like how Legendary didn't go with the whole dance on his stress bit for this character. She was a photographer, she was witty, adventurous, she knew how to handle herself against the monsters. I thought it was pretty cool. But yes, John C. Reilly's character as the Castaway. I just keep calling him Castaway. He looks like freaking Castaway. He was pretty much the comedy that broke the ice, broke the tension in the film, that he was what we needed to keep moving the story forward.
We're all gonna die together out here. You shouldn't have come here.
Thank God there was redeemable quality in this film. Despite its flaws, it was an entertaining film, and I wish it was a little better. I felt that the original Godzilla film by Legendary was a whole lot better in pacing and story compared to this one. Kong Skull Island is GeekInoff. Do you agree with my thoughts? I would love to hear all about it in the comments down below. And if you like what you see, you want to see more, click that like and subscribe for me. Other than that, everyone, thank you for checking us out on Geekin' Out. I'm yours truly, Nate Meister, making fun of you with you. Always.